This is coming from Kentucky Republicans gathered in Elizabethtown, Kentucky on Saturday, August 15, 2008. The following individuals are presenting their views on what should be included in the national platform for all candidates.
Hello, my name is Chris Southworth and I'm from Frankfort, Kentucky. I've been a registered Republican all my life, but there are a few things that I'd like to address, but one right now would be the Real ID Act of 2005. It is in direct violation of the First, Fourth, 10th Amendments. It violates national and state sovereignty. It totally gets rid of the idea of our federalism as we know it. It is an increased means for the federal government to track our citizens, and is not right, and it creates identity theft, and it does not stop terrorism or illegal aliens because they do not have to register for it.
Hello, my name is Doug Sprouse. I'm a resident of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. I am a lifelong member of the NRA and have been very pro-gun all my life. My family raised me that way. I've been that way, been in the military, always believed that way, always will. And I think it's our greatest American heritage, and I truly support it in all respect.
Hello, my name is Charles Zoller. I've been a Republican for almost all my life, and I've run for political office, and I have run on the Republican ticket. I'd like to make some suggestions to the Republican Platform Committee. The first one is I would like to propose that we follow the Constitution so that we have a government that is limited in powers and scope. And most of these items that I have will pertain to this limitation of power. The first item is not to issue any bills of credit in the forms of bonds. The second item is to have Congress read the Bills Act. In other words, make sure that they read all the bills before they even put them on the floor for a vote in their entirety. Not just read it the first time and then they start adding amendments, but it has to be read in its entirety, and then it has to sit before there's a vote. The third item that I would like to have, or the second item, pardon me, is for all the bills to be, for there to be one subject in each of the bills. In other words, they can't add amendments for other subjects to the bills. The next item is to reduce the size of government by 5% a year, and that means that we remove the expectations that government will grow by a certain percentage every year. This will also help to reduce inflation. And the last issue is concerning the foreclosure issue. I believe that Congress should not bail out the banks or the lending institutions in this particular situation, thereby creating a guarantee to the lending institutions of their stability. But because of the guarantee, it falls upon the people. So we need to save the people from the excessive taxation that comes through inflation, and then we also need to make sure that the loans are forgiven, for they've already been paid by the creation of money.
My name is Katie Moyer. I'm from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. I believe the Republican Party needs to start stressing the importance of letting states handle the education rather than the federal government. It states in the 10th Amendment that all rights not specifically enumerated by the Bill of Rights, those rights are reserved to the states. The federal government has done a terrible job with No Child Left Behind, and it has turned our public schools into basically just a factory to turn out children. So we really need to get away from the leftist idea that the federal government can handle and raise our children better than we can, and get back to the conservative values of states and communities taking care of their schools and teaching their children.
State delegate from Kentucky, Fayette County, Kentucky, and my suggestion to the Platform Committee is twofold. First, start following the Constitution, please. This war in Iraq was never properly voted on in Congress. Congress didn't declare war. And secondly is economic. We need to start reducing the size of the federal government if we're going to rein in spending. Why are we bombing Iraq's bridges and then paying money to rebuild their bridges when our own bridges are falling down?
Hi, my name is Thomas Jenkins. I'm from Bardstown, Kentucky. I joined the Republican Party probably about 4 years ago because I liked the direction it was going, you know. I'm for conservative, I'm for less government. But more and more lately, it doesn't seem that way. And me and my friends are paying more and more attention to how the political process is happening. We don't want to see our children have to deal with what's going to happen, the consequences. Then this is the process that's taking place. We don't want to be responsible for the actions of our fathers today. That's why we have to get involved. Because we have to be for the Constitution and for its basis. Because if we're not, we're going to be lost.
Hello, my name is Adrienne Gilbert. I'm from Hodgenville, Kentucky, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about the Platform Committee. I know you've put out a big request for all these different issues, and there are just a few issues I'd like to touch on. One was the education questions, you know, about how the government should be involved, how it shouldn't be involved at the federal level, and all those kind of things. I just have 3 words to say to the Platform Committee about education. I have 3 words to say about healthcare, 3 words to say about jobs, and 3 words to say about any other topic you really want to know about on either the website or something else. And that is follow the Constitution. If we don't follow the Constitution, we're just leaving everything up to chance. We're leaving everything to politicians that change all the time. If we can't get America fixed by following the supreme law of the land, I don't see any other way to fix it. And so by following the Constitution, that means Amendment 9, Amendment 10, where things that are not expressly given to the federal government, those go to the states or to the people. And at the Republican National Committee level, I think that we need to have the big focus be federal government, small states and people take care of their issues themselves. So as far as education, where is that in the Constitution? It's nowhere, states or people. Where is healthcare? Nowhere, states or people. Where is the job issue? Nowhere, states and people. Okay, the economy has to be organized at the federal level, and there are a few things in there, but other than that, it's just completely blank. So if we can just give back to the Constitution the supreme law of the land, instead of arguing all the little minute details about every little thing, our policies would be a lot cleaner, we'd be able to run a lot more efficiently, and the government, and the Republican Party especially, wouldn't be known so much for waste and extravagance and just playing games, rather actually getting something done. So 3 words so that we don't have to just keep replacing, peeling off Band-Aids. Follow the Constitution.
I'm Richard Treitz from Greene County, Kentucky, and a couple of issues. I think the party needs to be 100% pro-life, adamant about that, pro-gun. I know these are topics that the party talks about, but we need to encourage our representatives and those who are running for office to take the position, small government, less taxes. And I'd also like to say a word about, others have spoken about the farce of a convention that happened at the Republican Party in Kentucky. I was a delegate there. I was a witness to what took place. There were many who were denied access to speak. The chairman of the party just railroaded the convention process, basically ignored the rules, and I'm sad to say that that is the impression that many people have, that the leadership of the Republican Party could care less what the rules are. They just do whatever it is they want to do, and this is a travesty, and this issue needs to be addressed from the top all the way through the grassroots, because those of us who are trying to get involved in the grassroots are being thwarted. We're good Republicans, we believe in the Republican issues, but we are being denied access, and as others have said, the microphones were cut off at that convention. And I know this is being addressed to the Platform Committee, but maybe the Platform Committee could bring forth some kind of resolution encouraging all party leaders at the national and at the state levels to, once they make some rules, to obey the rules, and also to allow some liberality to let those people who want to get up and speak to get up and speak. Thank you.